Many have labeled the exploitation of prison labor as modern slavery, and it's hard to dispute this characterization. While physical whips may be gone, they've been replaced by bureaucratic chains paperwork that controls lives. The overseers wear uniforms instead of wielding whips, but the result is similar. In Alabama, the prison system keeps incarcerated individuals in a cycle of labor for the benefit of private companies and government agencies. For instance, someone flipping your burger at a McDonald's in Alabama could be incarcerated. The Alabama Department of Corrections dispatches these individuals to various establishments, generating substantial profit for the state while leaving workers in a precarious situation. As Elizabeth, a former work release participant, explains, "I work for y'all. But when I come up for parole, you deny me. Why? Because you're getting free service." Despite being trusted to work alongside the public, many incarcerated individuals are denied real freedom, living under policies that exploit their labor. The ADOC takes a staggering 40% cut from every worker's wages, along with fees for transportation, leaving them with little. Quincy highlights the impact. If your check is $636, you might see $200 something out of that. It's no surprise that Alabama benefits from over $450 million annually from prison labor. Incarcerated workers face severe restrictions. Unlike free world workers, they cannot refuse shifts or take breaks without facing consequences, including solitary confinement. C.J. Sandley, an attorney advocating for reform, notes that the rules are designed to keep individuals compliant and subservient, forcing them into a system resembling involuntary servitude. Alabama's prison conditions are dire, with overcrowding and violence rampant. The Justice Department has deemed these conditions unconstitutional, revealing the dark reality behind the facade of rehabilitation. As Quincy points out, surviving incarceration while working under harsh conditions is a monumental challenge. Despite good behavior, many individuals find their parole requests denied. The state's parole board has one of the lowest grant rates in the nation, often ignoring progress made by incarcerated individuals, reinforcing a system that prioritizes punishment over rehabilitation. Even after the 13th Amendment abolished slavery, a loophole allowed forced labor for those convicted of crimes. This has led to exploitative practices reminiscent of today's prison labor systems. Although Alabamians voted to remove this exception from their constitution, state leaders have implemented policies that undermine this change, maintaining a system that profits from human labor. Chris England, a state representative advocating for reform, emphasizes, "It is a completely broken system. The exploitation is compounded by racial disparities, with black individuals comprising over half of those incarcerated, but only a quarter of the state's total population." The central question remains, what is the true purpose of incarceration? Is it rehabilitation, or is it about creating a controllable labor force? Elizabeth expresses the disillusionment felt by many. Ain't no correction. Ain't no structure. Ain't no discipline. The current system perpetuates cycles of poverty and incarceration rather than fostering genuine rehabilitation. As discussions around prison reform continue, there's a growing recognition of the need to transform a system that has lost sight of its mission. Advocates call for a reevaluation of policies to ensure incarcerated individuals are treated with dignity and respect, not as commodities. The fight for justice and reform in Alabama's prison system is ongoing, and the voices of those affected will be crucial in shaping a more equitable future.